What's up, everybody? Gonna go over hold up. All right, going over how I made 55.99. Yeah, so basically 6K across my 5 accounts. Just hit the 5th winning day. So yeah, going to should be able to request 20K just going for winning just from winning days. And yeah, I'm gonna go over every single one of the trades I took this week. And yeah, so on Monday I did end up taking a loss and blew my first set of accounts. That's pretty much how I trade my my fundeds. I'll go over the trade I lost. Let me pull it up on my phone so I know exactly when it was. I have it in my journal. One second. But for me, so yeah, so first trade right here, entered in on the 1st of June, got in at 30,452. I remember I did take a short this day. I think I was trying to look for a rebalance after holding that 4-hour low. So let's see. 9:30 opens here in a second. 125. Yeah, so first we do rebalance right here. This is June 2nd, I'm tripping. It's on me. Right here, my bad. So, was looking for a rebalance going into this day. Looking for this Asia lows, I'm pretty sure, and then these lows down here. After taking out all-time high. Time is 8 a.m. We'll skip over to 10:30. Yeah, so 9:30 a.m. Just accumulating. Open is around over here. Okay, open is right here. We dump. And I'm pretty much anticipating these next lows. And I just I wait, don't enter yet. Okay, this is actually 9:30. I'm tripping. 9:30, right? I'm looking for lower. And here's where I take my entry. It's on the 5-minute time frame. So looking at this 5-minute inverse that we opened up right here, we tapped it. And I did take a pretty quick entry. I got in exactly at 30,452. And what I actually did tilt on this day, I don't have tilt days, but this day I did tilt. I was targeting right here. Got a really good entry. Pretty insane entry. At first, initial stop loss was like this. So 4R, and it's holding this. Actually, I got it on the resweep right here. and pretty much got edged right here, and we made equal lows, and I was super stuck up on looking for short, and I really ignored all my bullish strat and my bullish indications of reversing. And if you see 10 a.m. did open, we came below 10 a.m., flipped higher, started respecting gaps, and then eventually I honestly just added in my position right here, full size, put me in like this, and I held my stop loss around here, wanting us to take out the equal lows, and ended up being a full size loss on this. We just got chopped out. But the longs right here, honestly, were actually pretty good after this. Higher time frame wise, we came down, we came to this point of rejection, and 10 a.m. open, we flipped higher, right? And once we do break this range, we got some really clean longs, and I was pretty upset that I blew my accounts. And yeah, let's see. Once we do get that push out, super clean longs come out right here out of this. Once we do get a V shape around this area, I think we V shape here. A pretty clean V shape on this, targeting back up to all-time highs. But yeah, pretty much got wrecked on Monday. Pretty much traded every single day, but really good day if I waited. And yeah, that was my first trade that I did end up losing. Second trade on these accounts, I ended up winning, and I took a long on June 2nd. The next day, let's go right here. Delete all of these drawings. Took a pretty good long on June 2nd, starting here. Super clean longs, right? Targeting back to the highs, right? We open up in the morning, we're accumulating, open up into EQ of this range perfectly, and missed the first entry off the EQ and the flip, so waited, and I did take my first entry off this 5-minute. I got tagged in on this 5-minute gap right here. Was targeting around here, and I got break even on MNQ right here, break even me. Yeah, and then I actually re-entered after we failed to take this low. This 5-minute was already tapped, and we pushed through here. I actually got in before the inversion, got in like this, stops right here, targeting back up here. I'll just play it out. Got in with one micro actually. Actually, it was one mini. TP'd at 2.6K. Really nice move. Or 2.3K TP'd. Right around there. Closed out for 4-ish R. Nice. Only risked like 500 on that trade. Pull up execution. Here, that's that trade. And then we ended up taking a trade again the next day. Let's see. I took some Asia trade, and it just took forever to hit, and I took a loss during Asia. Let's go get out of replay. Leave June 3rd. Well, it was June 2nd still. So what we had a really weird ass dump. Actually, go back here. Go back. Yeah, right. Start new right here. So Asia opens and we genuinely just start dumping. And we tap, we sweep these lows and we get a super big flip. And I end up longing around here. Stop loss below here, targeting to all-time highs. Let's just get in. And it's pretty slow burner. Going. I ended up moving stops to break even. We're trailing here, I'm pretty sure. And I ended up getting break even. Yeah, there it is. I got break even there. Re-entered, I'm pretty sure, back on this flip. And I ended up getting stopped. I'm pretty sure I got stopped. I got stopped for like 500 on this stupid ass long. I don't know where it stopped me out, but I remember I took another long, and it stopped me out. I think I added into this, and then eventually it got stopped on probably something like this. But yeah, whatever. I got stopped, and I was pretty pissed. Wanted to take another trade, but got off of Asia. I was like, all right, Asia's probably gonna chop. That's why you really need to be aware of knowing when to keep looking for a trade or not. But yeah, so I ended up getting chopped out of that trade and took something in New York session. Banged out a short right here. Oh my gosh, I'm trolling. Starting you right here. All right, I saw that overnight we had. Wait, hold up. Yeah, so this was this day, and then I longed right here. Eventually, it did hit, but it was pretty retarded, and yeah. So once I saw all-time highs was once again taken out super slowly. Actually, right? We didn't really rip through all-time highs. That was a good indication. I wanted to see market open dump, right? But before that, what was market open doing? We were slowly chopping higher, we're not taking out these next lows yet. And I was looking for a short position. And I did end up taking I took a super early stab right here. Once we did reject all-time highs, and I wouldn't say it was that much of a rejection, but this wick, once that wick closed, I entered here. And it wasn't like this, and I got stopped right away. And honestly, it was pretty rush trade. Got stopped for like $400, and then re-entered genuinely on this. I entered right here, right on the sweep. Once that candle closed, I was like, all right, this has to be our reversal here. Looking at the higher time frame, it just made a lot of sense to me that we would just turtle soup this high. And I basically played stops like this, targeted down here, and banged out, right? I got trailed out on this for the first trade, got me around break even from the loss from before. And then once we did tap this gap, reject it, let's see. Yeah, once we rejected around here, I jumped in here, stops here, and I targeted back down to the wick low, just so secure. I was in pretty heavy size, and yeah, let me go right here. We sold, take stop loss here, and draw on liquidity, right? Banged really quickly, and we did end up pushing lower, and then I think we do reject and go. Yeah, I know we just reject and then don't do anything, right? So next day, all right, caught that, and then let me look. Took 2 more trades, and they were my winning day trades. go over those real quick. Didn't really explain. I mean, the hard time from narrative from here for this was just like going to Wednesday. Like we had chopped, right? We took out all-time highs, right? Slowly went above, and then pushed down, slowly chopped back to all-time highs. And we just wanted to see a rebalance, right, in the middle of the week. So next trade, super intraday. Oh, I really wish I took a short up here, but I took a long. My winning day trades are super low time frame. Holy crap, what did I just do? My bad, I'm trying to find. It was Thursday, 11:36 p.m. So like 10 Thursday. It's Wednesday. Right here. All right, 15-minute, we swept out that lower low. Wanted us to take out these next high. Oh, this is still Wednesday. What the hell is Thursday? It's around this area. Right here, I took a long. So we created this leg up and respected EQ. Wanted us to come back, take out this high before going lower. And that's exactly what happened. We took out this high and then came lower. But we did end up creating a new low and then going higher. But right, we respected this leg up that we created during Asia Open and got some volatility out of that, and we slowly chopped back down into the inefficiencies in the lower time frame EQ and created this trend line. I would consider a little bit trend line here since we are respecting this leg up, right? And once we respect this leg up, I wanted to look for lower time frame longs just to around these highs and just wanting to catch this move back higher before we do end up going lower. And I ended up taking a long off of this, which created this leg up. I got in after this leg up got respected, got in here, put stops at this low, and targeted. I was targeting here, but I ended up trailing and got out right there for around $400 and got out the trade, right? So that was 4 winning days, and yeah. Now I did end up just taking one more trade that I caught. Really nice move here at Sunday Open. This was what someone was asking me to make a video on. It pretty much daily time frame. We dumped 1,600 points, and I was pretty much basing this off of, right, this is my next draw on liquidity. But before we go here, I'd imagine that we respect this wick a little bit before we do go higher. I mean lower. That's what happens. The day prior, we come down to hit this wick, respect it, make a new leg up, and come up, right? So we open up, price exactly right here, and this is our protected low that I was looking at. I was like, we're probably not going to take this low out, so I was like, all right, let's see if we open higher. What are my targets? My targets are these unfilled hourly, right? I was expecting this first hourly to get ran and for us to at least hit this second hourly. And that's what happened, right? Respected, came down, respected EQ, flipped on this leg, and then I was waiting. We were kind of chopping, so I was looking for a good entry, and we're coming close to the end of this hourly candle. Right, this close to this hourly candle, 7 p.m. New 30-minute open. And I just wanted to see us get some volatility since we just been chopping a little bit down right here. So I was on the 1 minute and just wanted to see us hold this low that we created. Right, once we did create this leg up again, just watching this EQ, we did respect it pretty aggressively, and around new 5-minute opens up right here, wanting us to put this bottom wick in on the 5-minute and then just flush through this high and then break even at this hourly and TP at this next hourly high, hourly gap into our equilibrium of the range, or close to equilibrium. It's probably around the 0.25 of the range ish. But yeah, so got a really good entry right around here. I was risking 150 on this winning day type of trade, and I caught 1200 around here ish. Yeah, and yeah, just went break even right at this hourly gap that was gonna get hit. I was 100% this hourly gap's gonna get hit, so I'm like, all right, that's a pretty free break even. But where can I go and TP? I would want to TP up here, and as soon as we make a lower low, a new low, a higher low, I just trail my winning day to right here, and then let the trade ride to either trail the 150 or trail the or full TP as in 1200. And yeah, that was the trade that I ended up taking. Just wanted to see a rebalance on this higher time frame, since we did reject this area and we're super discounted into this range, and we pretty much just started creating these movements, these signatures that we want to go higher, and just caught the perfect leg back up into our distribution leg to come back into premium, or not even premium, into equilibrium of this leg down that we created. We're not even close to EQ, but we are pushing at least towards those first hourly gaps that we're probably going to rebalance to before going lower. I wouldn't expect this first hourly gap to respect. I would definitely expect at least like this range can be expected to hold, but for sure this area is definitely better. But taking my piece of the pie, we're already moving hella, and then this is just where we should TP, and from here I wouldn't really expect much more. So yeah, that was pretty much all the trades I took to pretty much secure secure 5 winning days in a row, and taking 10K out tomorrow, and then I'll take 10K out the next week once I stack my winning days, and then hopefully we can smack one more decent trade to request another 10K and smack 30 bands this month. I am working on some other evals, so if we can get those passed, then maybe we can smack something on those. But yeah, those are all the trades I took. Pretty simple. I actually stayed super disciplined this week. Pretty proud of myself. Yeah, looking forward to this week. See what price looks like, but I'm just gonna be going for winning days. And yeah, I'm going to Florida on Tuesday. Me, Jack, and Ty just decided to just go to Florida, I guess. It's gonna be super fun. We're just gonna chill, take some good trades, go to the beach, eat some good food, and just relax. Instead of blowing it on evals, we're gonna blow a little bit of this money on a little trip. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Super good week for me. Good start to the month. Super grateful. And Yeah, I've been in a little bit of a trading slump the past 2 months. Honestly, I was just the thing that kind of really helped me get out of this slump was removing doubt and removing a lot of fear. I honestly just started doubting myself for some reason ever since I did. Um, I just slowly started getting in my head about I just started getting doubt, and then I let it take over, and I just started forcing a little bit some trades here and there, and then it just winded up, and I ended up just being not disciplined because I was taking bad trades, and yeah, still looking good on the ROI. For the ROI on this month's gonna look pretty nicely. Only spent around a band on evals, and yeah, hopefully we can get 30K this month. Maybe smack one payout on another set of accounts. And if we can do that, then that'll be really nice. But yeah, super grateful. If y'all got any questions, let me know. My bad if I explain these trades too simple. I don't know. This is kind of the way I look at the market. It's super, super simple. Just wanting to see rebalance, and I didn't really go in too much into depth on what I really or what I'm looking at. But I'm just the way I'm looking at it is just if this happens, this happens. Respect this area. Respect this area. We're coming out of this higher time frame area, and I have a good draw on liquidity, and the narrative makes sense for us to go back up for the whole week, right? If I'd expect us to come back up here before going lower later this week. So that's pretty much how I think about it, and yeah, it's just exactly what's happening at the current moment. And sometimes I'll look at something and think there's a trade about to play out, and I end up getting clapped because conditions weren't perfect, and that's when you just gotta step away and just wait for the next day. But yeah,